Happy Thursday, confident ladies. Hope you're well. I just wanted to pop in here. Look who we got in back of us here, Mr. Turbo Boy. It's a cool and rainy day here in New York. I am snuggled up inside with Turbo, the blanket on the couch, and I just had a whole bunch of client calls. I have another one at noon, so I wanted to pop in here and just see how you guys are all doing. I'm gonna check on the live and stream in the group and just make sure it's going through. Let's see. Yep, it looks like it is. All right, yay, I'm so happy to be here. So where are we gonna start? So this is week 2, maybe it's week 3 already. This is actually week 3 of the 6-part series I've been doing about the top 30 things I learned my first year in business. Now, this has been an absolute blast for me. I've had so many mixed emotions putting all of these things up because some of the things that I say and some of the things that I've talked about are things that maybe some people don't like to hear, or things that some people are not going to agree with. But just remember, it's okay, all right? And I tell myself that too. It's okay for me to talk about what I believe, what I know has worked for me, and it's all right if other people want to disagree. And I think it's good when people disagree because not everyone has to do things the same exact way. We all learn differently, and that's the whole point of this, is that I really wanted to help you guys understand that you don't have to do your business one particular way. There is no blueprint. There is no one-size-fits-all course or program or coach that can help you have a profitable business. It's really all through trial and error and figuring out what feels best for you. Now, last night I had such a fun conversation with one of my biz besties who I also did coaching with in the fall last year when I launched this business. She was there with me through it all. We worked together for 6 months, and I was laughing with her last night because I was saying, I'm reflecting back now, and a year ago, I was like crying on the phone to you. You basically were like having to like hold me in a little container to help me not run away because I felt like it was so hard and I felt like it was never going to pay off. And, I too had challenges. I had some blocks. I had some fears and insecurities. And you know what? It's perfectly normal. We're all going to have that. But the key is you have to keep yourself in it. And if I didn't have that coach, oh my God. I said to her, like, my business would not be where it is today if I didn't have you there for those 6 months. Like, basically holding me hostage, like not letting me go, saying you have to just keep on going. It's only a matter of time. Joy, hey Joy, she said sometimes running away for sure sounds easier, doesn't it? Hashtag been there. Exactly. It always sounds easier, but it's not, because you got into this for a reason. And, I probably hear from my clients, at least one client a week, like, I'm done with this. I can't do this anymore. It's not going anywhere. And I just remind them, like, it's only been a few months. We've only been working together for a month. It takes time. If it was that easy, everyone would have their own business. Everyone would be an entrepreneur. So that's the whole thing, is that it's not easy. It's hard. And that's why not everyone can do it. So yeah, we were like laughing last night because I'm like, I remember even at 6 months, like 6 months takes us to like late winter last year. Like, I was doing okay in my business. Like, finally I had, a good momentum of clients coming in. Things were building up. I was making money. But still, it's not where it is right now, which is great, where it is right now. But, like, it felt like so long. It felt like forever. Like, it just felt like eternity. Like, I can't even describe. Like, many of you are probably feeling the same way. Like, you feel like you've been spinning your wheels. You're doing the right thing. You're doing what your coach is telling you to do. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing, showing up all the time, and nothing's happening. You have to just know it's only a matter of time. Tara. Hey, Tara. She says, we have to remember our why. Exactly. That will continually drive you to keep working hard to reach your goals. Exactly. Remember your why. Like, this is why I'm doing this. I'm doing this so that I can have a business that provides me with freedom to live the life that I live and to be able to not feel tied down to a 9 to 5. Like today, after my 12 o'clock call, I'm going to the dentist. I have 1:45 appointment at the dentist. Like, if I was at my 9 to 5, that would not have been possible, or it would have been like begging my boss to give me time off to go to the dentist. And like, everyone needs to go to the dentist. That's important. And actually, I remember like for a few years, I hadn't actually even gone to the dentist because I couldn't find any time. Like, I had surgery one year, so like I had to take like a week off, and that took up all my vacation time. So we have the freedom to create a business that works for us, and we can create our life and then put our business around it. So, you basically, I think about, all right, like, what do I want to do next week? Or what do I want to do in a couple weeks? I'm pretty much a planner. I like to plan ahead because if I don't plan ahead, it won't happen. So, like next weekend, one of my girlfriends, we're throwing a baby shower for her. And our husbands are going out of town for a fun guys weekend away. So Turbo and I will be in New Jersey Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I'm taking time off, and I'm so excited about it, and I have the freedom to do that. I said to her, can you work from home on Friday? We can hang out all day, or maybe we can take off on Friday. We can just have fun and enjoy the day. So I took off. Last Friday for my birthday, I took the day off. Like, I did some mastermind work with one of my mastermind sisters, but we had so much fun. Basically, we really didn't work much. We just had our support of one another and talked about our businesses. It was so much fun. So you can do that with your own business. And that's, again, why you have to keep remembering, this is why I'm doing it, is to have that freedom. I know I've said to you guys before, like, I used to be a workaholic, never took time off, and I got to a point in my business last winter where I said, like, I have to take some time off or else I'm not going to have a life. I'm not going to have friends anymore. I'm not going to have family anymore. Everyone's going to want to disown me because I am just so stuck in my business. So I vowed to myself that I would take at least 2 weeks off every quarter. And that doesn't have to be all at once, but it could be like a day here, a day there. And that has completely transformed my business. Like, you have no idea. Like, people feel like they have to be in it all the time to see it work. But honestly, when you can surrender and you can keep yourself in a positive mindset, believing that abundance will still come, clients will still come, money will still come, it works. Like, I've never taken so much time off before over the last few months. I was at a retreat in September. I had a whole bunch of different things going on over the last few months. And I have really taken a lot of time off. Probably almost the amount of time I've taken off is the amount of time I've worked. I'll be perfectly honest with you guys. And you know what? Things have still ran. Things are still running. Things are going well. I'm still booking new clients. So you just have to really believe, if you put that work in the beginning, which can be really, really hard. And I tell people, it doesn't happen overnight again, and you've got to work hard. But if you can sacrifice that time in the beginning, I guarantee and I promise you it will pay off in the end. Because some people think, all right, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, like, I'll do a little bit of work, but I don't have to hustle that hard. But I'm telling you guys, like, I hustled hard the first 6 months of business. I was not playing. Like, I was in it 24/7. But you know what? It paid off. So when people ask, like, on a discovery call, tell me about the results you've had. Like, how have you been able to get from A to B? And I tell people, I've been able to get from A to B because I worked really hard, and I wouldn't suggest, like, the amount of work that I put in. I wouldn't suggest that to everyone because I'm a little bit crazy. Um, once I get into something, I can literally like keep on going and not stopping. Like there were days where I would just work like continually. And it's not the healthiest thing. But that's just how I've always been. Like in grad school, I would wait to do my paper till the night before, and I would stay up the entire night until the next day until it was due in class, and I'd get an A. If I planned ahead, if I tried to like keep it balanced, I never got as good of a grade. So I work really well under pressure. Not everyone does. So you have to figure out your learning style and your working style. So for me, I threw myself in. Like this first 6 months, I'm gonna hustle so hard. I might like lose a lot of sleep. I might not be able to see my friends and family, but you know what? 6 months of my life is a short period of time to give up and to be able to see a return and be able to enjoy the rest of my life because I'm not having to work so hard. So that's, let's see. Joyce is working. Wow, my son is next to me playing Play-Doh and dinosaurs with some help from mommy. Multitasking, but I'm getting stuff done and get to spend time with my son too. Never happened in corporate. Yeah, so Joy, you get to be a business owner and basically a stay-at-home mom. Like, I mean, that is a lot of work. That's not easy, but there's so much beauty in it that you can watch him have all of those little first moments because you know, they come once and then they're gone. And kids, I mean, I don't have any of my own. I have my fur baby, but I know from experience with the fur baby, you know, they happen so, like, they grow so fast and, like, they get big so quickly. And, like, I feel like Turbo's like a man now because he's so well behaved. And there he is. We're talking about you, Turbo. He's so well behaved. He listens. And now he's just a little joy. But like those puppy years were hard. Oh, he's probably going to start barking. I think the mailman's here. Those puppy years were really, really hard. Or a puppy year and a half or so. So again, I was talking to one of my besties last night who also coached me for the first 6 months of my business. And we were just saying, like, it's crazy because looking back now at like a little over the year mark, I can't believe how quickly my business grew. It feels like it happened completely overnight. And if you would have asked me that 6 months ago, I wouldn't give you that answer. I'd say, oh my God, it's taken forever. I can't believe how long. Like, when is this ever going to pay off? I've put so much work into it. So just remind yourself that you will basically wake up one day and be like, how did I get here? Like, how did I get all these clients? How am I making this money? And that day that I woke up and felt like that was really scary. And that was probably even harder than not having any clients. It was like really, really challenging knowing that everything I had worked for so long finally came to fruition. And, you know, it's like an upper limit problem. I'm like, oh my God, can I keep up with this? Can I keep replicating this? Can I make it happen again? And the answer is yes, okay? And you just have to get through that hurdle. And then once you get through that hurdle, then things just seem to get easier. And that's why mindset is so important. Are you guys there? I just said I got disconnected. But that's why mindset is so, so important. Crucial in your business, because if you give up, like, you might give up that day before that big special moment is supposed to happen. So just keep that in mind. You have to just keep on going, okay? It's not something that's going to happen overnight, but once you get there, it may feel like it happened overnight. Let's see. It's like my students when they get into college. Yes, Lindsay. Oh, I give you so much credit for working with teenagers, and especially adolescents. That is tough. That's really, really hard. Especially trying to get them to understand like how important it is to work hard if you want to get into college, like, or get into a good college. Joy said that's so encouraging. Love Turbo. My Nala's passed out on the couch. I love teens. Lindsay, I love you for loving teens, because I remember being a teen myself and the trouble that I put my poor teachers and tutors and parents through. I'm not a huge fan of teens. They're okay, but they're not my favorite, just because of what I did to those authority figures back then. You probably would never believe that, but that's pretty much the truth. I went to Catholic school, and I almost didn't make it out of Catholic school. So, yeah, but luckily you know what? I grew up and I figured out what it was that I wanted to do. And once I get focused on something, there's no stopping me. So, any thoughts, guys? Like, any thoughts, any comments, any big aha moments that have come up during this series? Again, we still have 3 weeks left. So I've got some even more fun stuff for you guys. Nothing at all? All right. Well, I hope you all have a good day. I hope that you stay warm if you're on the East Coast, because it's very chilly here and rainy. And that's about it for today, all right? I will see you guys soon. Oh, I have something fun coming up for November. You know how the first year, this past year, from December until now, I've created a new freebie workbook every month. Well, I'm going to say this out loud because I want to hold myself accountable. I'm going to start creating something different each month, okay? Because the workbooks are great, but I don't like hiding behind the screen that much. Like, I love to write. I really do love to write, but I love to speak more than I love to write. So I've decided that moving forward, rather than freebie workbooks, I'm going to start doing a free monthly masterclass. So whatever the topic is, like the big topic of the month that I'm going to be discussing in here, I'm going to do a free class. So it will be on Zoom, depending on how many people. I think we can get up to like 50 people in my Zoom room. But I want to keep it simple, like not like a webinar or anything like that. I want it to be easy for people to get on. So we'll be meeting on Zoom, and yeah, once a month, I'll just be teaching you guys something. Yeah, Joy, I'm so excited about it. I really want more connection, like face to face. I feel best connecting with people that way. And I just think it would be fun to be able to connect a little more. So that's going to be my monthly freebie going forward, is a masterclass. So I'm going to be announcing, I think Monday, I think the email should go out. But the first masterclass is for November, because I'm going to start right away. I'm like, you know what? I could wait until the new year and like come up with another workbook or so, but this is a goal that I have and I want to start doing. So I'm going to make it happen now. So November will be the first month. Yay. I think the first class is like, I think it's the 16th. They're probably going to be on Wednesdays, because that's the day that Turbo's at daycare, so I don't have to worry about any interruptions. And that's the day that I do all my group coaching calls. So I'm super excited. You guys will get all the details for that, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. I'll talk soon. Bye.